Hey guys, welcome. Dave Santarelli and Efrain.
Morning.
Santarelli Trading Exchange, BreakingChartAlerts.com, and Stock Options Trading Academy. First things first, guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Markets are picking up from their lows here. Airlines are taking a big hit as Berkshire just announced, Warren Buffett, that they closed all their shares in the airlines. I just saw something coming up here on the newsfeed. Carnival Cruise Line
from June 27th to July.
Spiking huge here on Carnival Cruise Line. So let's get to our charts here, guys. Let me know what you guys think of our new setup, and let's get started here, guys. Now, for those of you that are new, here you can see the top portion here. Top right is our live video. In the middle there is our YouTube feed, and in the bottom there is going to be our current trade. So you guys can check that out. Breaking news is going to be at the bottom on the scroller, and then anything static here will be in the breaking news. And we'll take a look at the charts here, okay? CCL getting a climb here, and let me see. Carnival Cruise Lines. It was just spiking up 3.14%. We'll keep an eye on that. Visa, Microsoft, Facebook. We'll see what's going on here, guys, and we're going to be looking, probably give the markets the first 15 minutes here, 1 minute until opening bell. Give the markets about a minute to see
ATV and
15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Buyback plan, that's how
More United Airlines.
International.
Lowers price target at $25. CVX raises price target to 103. Valero also was upgraded this morning, VLO, from neutral to buy to a price target of $85. They said there's an echo. Let me take a look, guys. Is your mic on?
It's on.
It's on?
Mm-hmm.
Is there still an echo? They said there's an echo on your thing. Shut your mic off for a second. How about now, guys? Is the echo gone? Let me know now if the echo's gone. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Jerry, Vincenzo, Eduardo, Curtis, Bob. Good morning, guys. Here we go, 9:30, big open here. How is that echo now? Is the echo gone? Let me know, guys. All right, the echo's gone now. It's something with that.
TRNX, Coronas.
You have that back on? Off? Keep it off for now. Yeah. We'll see at the noon if that guy can make that better.
Disregard that. That's a different Coronas. Wrong Coronas.
No echo. Alrighty, sounds good. How do you guys like the new setup? Give it a like if you guys like the new setup. Alrighty, guys, so we got the Diamond May 8th 236 strike puts as a hedge. We're currently up about 15% on those puts. Going to keep an eye on those and see what we're going to be doing here this week. Let's change some of these charts here to a today 1 minute. Let's take a look at the Diamond and the Qs. See what they're doing here on the market open. Still heading lower here. 1 minute into the open. Qs and Diamond ETF still dropping here. So keep an eye. Give it about 15 minutes. And if you guys have any questions here while we're watching the markets and watching the news feed, please let me know in the chat here, and we can help you guys out. I'm also right here is the live breaking chart alerts trade room right here. If you guys have questions in there, of course you guys could ask, and we'll be glad to answer for you. Oh, the PayPal trade's not open, guys. That's just something we tested there over the weekend. Let me get that out of there. Okay, let me see if I remember how to do this now. Let me get that out of there for you guys. Diamond Q still heading lower here. Our diamond puts are now up 20%. Walmart's up today. Oh, $1.16, 1.05%. That's getting a nice pop off that 50, isn't it? Came down to support at 120. Take a look at Walmart here while we're watching that.
S&P futures pulling back now.
That we saw on Friday.
S&P futures pulling back. Walmart's looking good there, picking up after that drop down to the 50. Got down to support at around 120 a share, starting that climb.
NBIS, Microvision shares spiking here. Macro Victor India Sandy, up 122% for NBIS. Microvision shares hitting $1.
We had Tyson Foods reporting and missing this morning.
Tyson Foods, what's that doing?
They down 4.75.
Talk to them a second while I look at this current trades temp. Fine.
Did you hear us?
Just a minute and get this here.
So just looking at our earnings and our daily newsletter right now. Got Tyson.
Compliance with NASDAQ minimum bid requirement. That's Charlie Romeo Echo Golf.
We have Tyson reporting this morning and missing on their earnings. We did see that they were ordered to stay open amidst all of their factory workers pretty much having a coronavirus, which is dangerous. Small cities that have their plants are suffering. Just looking at some charts here. Have some news on Gilead with the FDA granting the emergency use. Remdesivir should be available this week. Let's look at Gilead. They're up 0.7%.
NBRX, molecular and biotech shares were halted due to an SEC suspension. Michael Barber.
Alrighty, there we go. We got that fixed there. Alrighty, let's see that. Alrighty, guys. So there we go. The May 2nd. Let me change that date there. Obviously, I didn't see that one there. Diamond's still heading lower here. Our diamond puts are now up about 23%. That we have as a hedge, up $500, $600 for the day on the diamond. Puts we have as a hedge here.
Needles and syringes for COVID-19 mass vaccination campaign. That's Romeo Victor Papa, RVP.
I don't like that 1020 cross coming up on the diamond ETF right here. You guys could take a look. Looks like that yellow 10 is going to be crossing below that blue 20 SMA. And as you can see here, the MACD is just starting to cross here. So we got to keep an eye on the diamond ETF. Walmart's looking good here. Might jump into a Walmart trade if we could break above 125 resistance. And let's take a look at the Qs here. See what we want to do this week. Watching that here too at that 20 SMA. MACD on the Qs as well on the daily chart, just starting to get that cross. If Starbucks doesn't hold that here, we have the July 17th Expo on Starbucks 75 strike. But if it doesn't hold above this 50 here, I'll get rid of it. It's down about 30% right now. Just don't like seeing that big drop there. MACD's crossed as well. Let me pull that up over here. Right here is Starbucks. We got into a small trade before on Starbucks last week. Watching it here at this 50. If it's not holding this 50 here, right at around $71 a share, I'll probably exit. 70.50 seems like a good support area, $70. So we're going to be watching that. We have the July 17th Expo 75 strike call in Starbucks. Going to be watching that, possibly add to that trade as we go here throughout the week. Just watching Diamond here in Qs. It's important, first 15 minutes, 30 minutes of the day here. NASDAQ's not down too much here. NASDAQ's only down, let's see. NASDAQ's only down 0.65%. Dow's down 1.35%. So tech's holding up pretty strong here. Going to be looking at some tech trades here as we go.
RACE, Ferrari CEO says high end of new guidance implies revenues to grow around 10%, EBITDA around 15% in H2.
Let's see. Who just asked about... Curtis said, are we holding Halliburton? Hal's holding the 10 SMA on a daily. Let's take a look at Halliburton. HAL. HAL 954 a share. It's holding that 10 really nice here. If this gets a green candle tomorrow on Halliburton, that's going to be a positive confirmation bounce off that 10 SMA, and I'd probably be adding to Halliburton there. So, looking good. Yeah, it's looking nice there. We got to get that confirmation, though. That's important. So, if we get a green candle tomorrow, confirmation candle, I'll be jumping in and adding to the Halliburton trade. And again, we have the May 15th 11 strike call on Halliburton there.
We have that stop also below 9.
Yeah. That's acting as a nice support area there, that $9, which is right at around the 10 SMA. We got some good support right at around 950. See it hold that. Our diamond puts up 21%. We have the May 8th Expo on the diamond puts we got as that hedge. So
And that's perfect.
That's Romeo Victor Papa.
Diamond hedges on Friday.
Speak up a little bit. I don't think they could hear you over here.
And that hedge was perfect, as you stated. Over the weekend, we had some uncertainty on the economy opening up too early. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway dump of the airlines. So we did see a sell-off continue for May.
I think we're going to start to see a bounce here, though, because the economy is opening back up here. I think today might be what do you call it? A fake drop, I'd say. Fake little pullback here. I think we're gonna get a bounce here. You can see. Let me see. Halliburton's climbing there. Let's see Diamond and Q's today. 1 minute Diamond ETF starting to flatten out here. 233.79. Let's see if we can break above that 234 on the Diamond ETF and start that climb. Guys, take a look at the news feed down here, what's coming in. Walmart, optional alert, May 15th, they're picking up the 131 strike calls. Stock's at 123 right now. Walmart's pulling back a little bit, watching the chart up above here. But they're picking up the, the 131 strike calls for the May 15th Expo. Microsoft, there's some calls coming in, a lot of calls coming in. Delta, you got the 22 strike calls coming in. Let's take a look at Delta here, DAL. Delta's climbed off the lows there from this morning. Delta, we have Delta on our watch list here, so look at this. It's just crossing. We just got the MACD cross on the today 1 minute chart. She's climbing from the lows here, down 10%, 21.64 a share. If we take a look at the 3-month daily chart here, we got some good support right at around $20 a share. Obviously, Buffett already sold his shares, so the drop we're seeing now is just the people say, oh, wow, if he sold, I'm going to sell, It's the fear, the fear part. So that's what's going on there with Delta. Delta's still climbing. Delta's at the highs of the day now, I think. Yep, there we go. Delta's at the highs of the day, breaking higher. It's down about $2.42 for the day. We take a look at that 3-month, though. Like I said, this is what's important. Take a look here. If you can see, we got some nice support right at around $20. I want to get this on here so I can draw on the screen for them and show them. I got to do that today at the lunch break. So as you can see, we're still climbing off that 20 support. Delta here, that might be a good swing trade, going into July, August. I want to hold it into earnings. Obviously, I don't think they're going to have great earnings, but looking good there. If you want to get a little trade here, see what's nice about this is you have a tight stop now. So if you have $20 support area on Delta, you could jump in and you could say, okay, I'm going to pick up the, let's look at the option chain. If we bring this option chain up over here and we type in Delta, Let's go with the July Expo, see what that's looking like. They don't even have the July Expo. They have the June 19th. We can pick up the June 19th. So the June 19th, let's say the 22 strike, that's going for about $2.70, maybe a little bit less, 265 by 277. So if you pick that up for 270, let's just say 270 a contract here, right? So your break even's 22, your strike price plus what you paid. So 22 plus 270. So at 24.70 is your break even. So if you look here, you're saying, okay, 24.70, that's right at around here. Okay, what's the chance of that getting back up to that 24.70 break even by our expo date, June 19th? Well, it looks like we could have a nice climb there. Maybe even get up to around 24, 24.50 as we get up to those there. But let's see, 22 plus 2.7.
Getting another pop here.
Good morning, Reeves, Jelpin. So 24.7 plus 2.7. So at 27.40. 27.40 is where we're going to have that 100% return if we got into that Delta trade for the June 19th Expo. 27.40, that'd bring us all the way up to almost resistance right up here from back on April 29th. So I would wait on the Delta trade. I would see what it does tomorrow. If it gets a green candle tomorrow, I'd probably jump in. But right now, like I said, if you wanted to jump in, you could have a tight stop there of $20 a share as your stop. Take a look at the diamond here, guys. This is why we give it about 15-30 minutes. Here's the MACD coming up on the diamond ETF. We're getting our first candle above that 10 SMA. And this is a nice day trade entry here. So, guys, what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to close out my diamond puts. We're up $550 for the day on this right now, $400 total unrealized. I'm going to close this out now. Sell to close the diamond put. If I want to get into another one, I could certainly do that. 515 by 555. Let's see if we could get about 530 for it. Maybe 535. Let's see. Sell to close. Place trade. That's live. Order status. As you can see, that's still live there. Let's see if it fails at that 10. What's that?
Not filled yet, 535.
It just completed here, 535. Yep. Alrighty, guys, we just sold that. We locked in small profit on that hedge. Small profit, $375.81. Not much, but locked in a profit on that. And we're going to watch here. We're going to watch the diamond, see if it holds above that 10. Starts to cross above that 20, and we're seeing what we're going to do here. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And let me know what you guys think of this live trade setup here.
Futures now are flat.
You're saying the scroll's a little
Near the
too
highs.
small?
Yeah, I see that too. I got to fix that scroll.
Yeah.
Facebook moving up, says Jerry. Let's take a look at, wow, look at Delta taking off now. Look at that climb on Delta. We were just talking about that, right?
Wow.
Look at Delta on the today 1 minute chart. Now see, Diamond looks like that's going to start to climb here. This is where I'd be jumping in Diamond if you want to do a day trade. This is a perfect setup. We got the MACD cross. The first candle's above the 10 SMA. I think we're going to see a reversal today. I think we're going to see the markets continue to climb. I really do. I think we got a big week ahead of us. Florida just opened up. I came to work today. It took me 20 minutes to get to my office again. And I literally live 3 minutes away from the office, 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, man, I don't miss this. I get to Starbucks today. Starbucks is not allowing anyone in their thing. What they're doing, you have to order on their app, and then you go there. They have a big table, and then they have the security line there, and then you got to pick it up. And then when you get the order, they give you a pump of hand sanitizer and a wipe, and they wipe down your card for you too, right in front of you. It's like, wow, that's nice.
That is pretty cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, South Florida's still down, still not open.
What's that?
The 3 counties in South Florida still.
Oh yeah,
so
that's where they've been
Wednesday.
hit pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, look at the
CHK,
diamond here, getting right down to that
Chesapeake
10. Let's see if it's gonna fail. Same thing with Delta. Retrace back down to that 10. Let's see if it's gonna pop off that 10 and start that climb. Chesapeake Energy shares spiked to session highs, halted on a circuit breaker, 5.5% up for the day. Take a look at Chesapeake CHK. Let's take a look at that quick. Chesapeake's halted right now. Let's take a look.
CAR, Avis budget hold.
3-month daily. Now
being halted on a
Chesapeake is
circuit
looking
breaker.
great here for a swing
Out
trade.
Romeo.
CHK.
Delta holding off on that 10 SMA.
I was watching Chesapeake here. I'm thinking about possibly doing something with Chesapeake. Look at Diamond here. Diamond looks like that's going to be breaking above that 20 SMA here on a 1-minute today chart. That's looking good. If that pops here, I might do something here. Add to something.
Great exit on that too.
Yeah, that was a nice exit on that. We saw the lows, we saw that MACD cross, and that's our trade plan with our hedge. So with your hedge, you're getting rid of that once you see the markets reverse. We saw that MACD crossing. We saw the first candle above that 10. We exited our hedge. Now we're watching the markets climb here. Our long calls are taking off, and what we can do here is we could add to those longs as we see the market continue to climb. And that's really important for you guys to understand. Hedging, it's something totally different than buying your longs or buying your shorts. Hedging is protecting yourself. And if you're going to protect yourself, you have to watch that and take profits at the right timing. Or if it goes against you and the markets continue to climb, that's okay. That's a hedge. It's a smaller trade. It's to protect you from downside. So we made a profit on those puts. Now the market's starting to climb here. So what we're going to do is look to add to those positions once we get that confirmation. 1020 cross is coming up on the Diamond ETF right now. MACD's already crossed. Here comes the first candle above that 20 SMA. We're watching Chesapeake here. And like I said, once we start to climb here, we could add to those long positions and average down on those if the markets are looking fine. I want to make sure we're holding base support on the markets, the Diamond and the Qs. If we are, we're going to be following our trade plan, adding to positions, and also looking for some weekly trades. I think if we see a bottom here and as the economy starts to open up, the states are opening up, I think we could see a nice pop this week.
Yep.
I think right now we're down Dow's down 304 points, 303 points. I really think we're going to see some type of reversal today, start that climb, and I think tomorrow we're going to see a nice pop. Now, the only thing that concerns me, this is a big concern right here. Now that all the states are opening back up, if we see, you heard yesterday was the deadliest day in the United States for coronavirus. 2,904 people died, yesterday. That was the highest death toll in a single day. So, we still have big cases and a big problem here. So if the economy opens back up and we see a huge spike in cases and deaths, and then we have to do something again, like another quarantine or anything like that, then we're going to see a much larger pullback than we saw now in this previous past 2 months, 3 months here, and I think we can take out those lows.
A lot of states are at or reach their peak on deaths, so it's expected.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of slowdowns in hospitals in a few states.
Yeah.
CMRX, Trimerix, Charlie Michael Romeo X-ray, CMRX.
Yeah, but the peaks are because we were quarantined. So if we're all going back now, we got to see what happens. Guys, look at the Diamond ETF. There's that 1020 cross, big candle breaking above resistance. The MACD's already crossed. First candle above that 1020 confirmation candle right here. Looking good and starting that climb. Nice job taking profits on that Diamond put. Now, if we got a candle below that 1020, that's where I'm going to be putting on another hedge. But no need for that hedge right now. Still looking good. Look at Chesapeake just opened back up. Big spike on Chesapeake as that's continuing to climb. Up 5.61% for the day on Chesapeake. Let's see. What's our other ones doing here? Halliburton's at the highs of the day. There goes Chesapeake. Halliburton's bouncing really nicely, guys. Take a look at Halliburton, HAL. So we had a big drop this morning down to $9.10. We're now up to $9.60. 50-cent climb there. That's a 5% climb from the lows this morning. So that's looking good. You guys know where this is at right now in Halliburton today, 1 minute, right? What's that? What cycle is that? What phase? Huh? What cycle is that when we're trading between the SMAs?
Oh, no trade zone.
No trade zone. Today, 1 minute chart, we're trading between that 20, 10, and 50 right now. We're in the no trade zone. First candle above that red 50 SMA and the confirmation candle, that's what I'm going to be adding to the Halliburton trade. Take a look at the Diamond ETF now.
I was going to say hit the button. We got to say NTZ.
NTZ. Look at that big breakout on Diamond now. Look at that big candle there. I told you guys when the Diamond was down 304 points, I think we're going to see a climb from the lows, and I think we might turn green for the day. The Dow's only down 250 points. Now we had about a 60-point climb from that just 3 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Look at that big breakout on the Diamond ETF here. We're going to be climbing from the lows today. Looking good. Let's see. Shevin says Roku going crazy. Let's take a look at Roku. Now remember, be patient, wait for that right trade set up here, and we're to be making some great trades this week. Roku, let's see, there's a today 1 minute chart, not too bad there, from 113 to 118, up 3.64% for the day. Now look at Roku on a daily chart, 3-month daily, it's climbing off that 20 SMA there. A nice climb off that 20. Another green candle tomorrow above that 10 SMA. That'd be a nice entry, and then you'd be looking at around 135 as your next resistance area. Halliburton, take a look at Hal still. HAL. Still climbing here. Today, 1 minute. We got that first candle above the 50. Let's see it start to break out here, and we could possibly add to Halliburton.
EA. Doc says EA Sports.
EA Sports, Dr. Reiber. I think I said that right?
Yeah.
Reiber?
Reeves. He was bullish on gaming systems this morning.
3-month daily, EA Sports, that's looking good. Climbing off that 20, first candle above that 10, 20. I'd be looking at about 118 to 119 as that resistance area, or the first target profit area if you jumped into an EA trade. And we can take a look at that option chain. I could give you guys a trade idea if you want it on EA Sports. It's in the game. Let's take a look. EA Sports, June 19th. Let's take a look. I'll just give you guys a little trade idea on this for Dr. Reeves. 115 strike. If you're looking at the 115 strike.
FLDM, Fluid on getting some volume here. Fox Lima Delta Michael. FLDM.
Problem with E-Trade here, it's not showing me the option chain. Gotta love these brokerage firms.
Feds Barkin says job retraining will need to be a focus targeted toward low-end service workers displaced by coronavirus. Barkin says increased debt loads, reduced bank lending capacity, and diminished confidence will have a meaningful impact on investment. He's also worried about U.S. productivity levels. Says without more support, many employees risk leaving the workspace due to effects on coronavirus outbreak.
Still waiting for that option chain here to come up on EA. Let me get a new one up and see if it's just that. There we go. Let me get rid of that other chain there. That was faulty. Alrighty, June 19th. Maybe not. And I can't stand these brokerage firms. You can't even pull up an option chain.
Pinduoduo, May 50 call activity currently at 4682. That's Papa Delta Delta.
It's still not coming up here. I mean, take a look at that. That's sick. Now see, the May 15th comes up. Let's see the June 12th, June 5th, May 29th, May 22nd, May 15th. It's the only one that's coming up here. 115 strikes. Wow, that's really expensive here, Doc. I'd stay away.
Too expensive for your liking?
Too expensive for my liking. You're gonna need it at about 125 to have a decent return by May 15th, which is what, 11 days away. So you need that way at new highs here in that breakout momentum. I mean, she could get up to 130 over time here, but
Broke the high of the day.
Diamond's still on the climb there. Diamond's still looking good.
Facebook just broke resistance.
Facebook, let's take a look at Facebook. I love trading Facebook. Facebook's looking great here on a daily chart. Facebook wants to get back up to that 210 this week. Let's take a look at the today 1 minute. Today 1 minute, big break out there, looking good. Halliburton's having a big run here, guys. Take a look at Halliburton as well. Halliburton's having a nice run here, holding above that 10, 20, 50 SMA. Let's take a look at Facebook. Facebook is a good opportunity here, in my opinion. Especially after businesses are coming back now. They want to start advertising again. We should see a big pop in advertising spend on Facebook. Let's take a look at the option chain. Maybe we could do something for this week's expo, the May 8th expo. Short-term trade here. Let's take a look at the calls for the expiration May 8th. Let's take a look at the 205 strike. 205's going for about $3. So 205 plus 3, that's 208. 211's going to be your 100% return. Do we think that could get up to 211 by this week? I think we could certainly retest 110. What's that? I think we could certainly retest that 110 resistance. So what we could do, what do you guys think? Do you want to do an in-the-money vertical spread on Facebook and just set it and forget it and look for about 100%er? Or do we want to do a regular call on Facebook? What do you guys think? Do you want to do a call or a vertical spread there that I think is a little bit safer here trading with Facebook? Halliburton still continuing to climb above 971 now a share. Markets are still climbing. Look at the Diamond ETF in the back here. Take a look at that. It retraced. What did it do? Consolidated, retraced down to that 10. Now it's starting to climb again. So keep an eye on the Diamond ETF here. If we could break above that 235, we're going to have a nice breakout. And I think we could possibly turn green for the day if we could break that 235 on the Diamond ETF. Guys, calls or vertical spreads on Facebook? Let's hear your opinion there.
Got some spreads, got some calls.
Let's see. Gelpin in Breaking Chart Alerts chat room says call. Eddie Santos said spread. Lots of fear on the street still. Okay, so let's take a look here. Facebook still climbing.
Consensus minus 9.7%.
Buy to open, sell to open. Now, I'm not going to place this order right yet. Just watch. I'm going to go over something with you guys. So the May 8th, let's say the 200, 250 vertical spread. Let's see what that's going for. That's going for about $1.55 to be worth 250. Max gains is Facebook above 202.50. A loss, Facebook below 200. That's $1.55 to be worth 250. 2.5, divide that by 1.55. That's a max net gain of 61.29%. S&P futures getting a pop here off of that news. Looking good, guys. Got a nice pop going on. Take a look at the Diamond ETF. Diamond's still holding that 10. Watching Facebook 203.19. Take a look at the today 1 minute chart there. So Facebook, if I wanted to pick that up for $1.50 now, $1.50 be worth 250, 2.5, divide that by 1.5, you're looking at a max net return of 67%. Now, if I did the 202.50, 205 vertical spread for this week, that means I need Facebook at or above 205 a share by this Friday's May 8th Expo, and if so, I'd have max gain. Max loss below 202.50, and this is going for about $1.25. So $1.25 if you pick that up. Max it could be worth is 250. So 250 divide that by $1.25. That's a max net gain of 100%. I'm going to be looking here. I'm going to do a small trade net debit. I'm going to do 1.30. If I pick that up for 1.30, max it could be worth 2.5. 2.5 divide that by 1.3. It's a max net gain of 92.31%. So I'm going to pick that up. Let's see if I could get it for 125. I'll do 10 contracts. That'll be $1,250 to make $1,250 for the day. So I'm going to place this order here. This is for the Facebook May 8th, 202.50, 205 vertical call spread, max net gains above 205, max loss below 202.50 on May 8th. I'm going to put it in order for $1.25. If I need to tweak it, I'll go up to $1.30. Place and trade right here. Place trade. Okay, let's bring up that order status. And that is live. So here's that live order here on Facebook we just made. I'm going to change that. I'll go up to $1.30 just to get that filled as Facebook's starting to climb.
The information reporting Google engineers flirted with the Zoom acquisition. before a push to
Facebook's
beat it.
getting a nice pop
That's
off that 10 SMA here, so keep an eye on that.
And
There we go.
DOW.
Facebook just completed. We just got in, and let's see what I paid. Yep, 4.55 minus 3.25. So I paid 1.30. 1.30. This is a vertical call spread for this week's expo here. And our stop on this trade is going to be, let's take a look here.
Getting a pop here, 143.39.
So our stop is going to be close below 200. Close below 200. Our target is going to be 210, but all we need is it above 205 for max net gain. That's looking good. I like that chart on Facebook. You can see it's near the highs of the day. You can see here on the Diamond ETF too here, guys. Take a look at that big bounce here off that 10 on the Diamond ETF. I told you guys this way back here when we were just getting that first candle above that 10, wasn't I? On the Diamond ETF, when we got that first candle, remember we closed out our hedge. We locked in our profit on the hedge, and then I said, guys, I think the market's going to reverse. We're going to start climbing here. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw the MACD cross, first candle above that 10. Here's the first candle above that 1020. We had that 1020 cross, confirmation, breakout momentum, consolidated for about 6 candles here, and now we're starting that next breakout momentum, and we're going to be looking to break above resistance at 235.41. If we could break above that 235.41, I think we're going to continue to climb there and look good for the day, and I'll be adding to some more trades there. So keep an eye on that. Facebook's now getting up to 204, having a nice breakout there. Looking good, guys. Really happy with our first trade. Let me go put that on here now. Let me see. Current trades. Let's put that one on here. We'll test it out. Facebook. May 8th.
VSTN, Veristan popping to the highs of the day now. Victor, Sandy, Tango, Michael. Veristan share is spiking after an earlier posting on clinicaltrials.gov for their coronavirus treatment through Velicid.
There we go. You can see the current trades there now. Facebook May 8th, 202.50, 205 vertical call spread at $1.30. Look at Facebook breaking out there, guys. Nice breakout, broke above 204, 204.02. Take a look at the Diamond ETF. That's in breakout momentum now. Look at 236 is that next resistance. The markets are climbing. Big breakout on Halliburton, guys. What did I tell you about Halliburton? Take a look at Hal. Look at that nice green candle now. We went from red. It was down about 4% in the pre-market, wasn't it? Even more. I think more like 5%. We're now in the green on Halliburton and starting to climb. 978 a share. Take a look at the today 1 minute chart. Big breakout here. Had that 1020 cross right here. There she goes. 980 a share, continuing to climb. Had that first candle above that 10 right here at 938 candle. Retraced down to that 10. Broke out. Retraced down to that 10 here. Traded, consolidated for a bit. Holding that 50 as resistance. It finally broke above that red 50 resistance, and we started to climb. Retraced down to that 10 here at the 10 a.m. candle, and now we're in breakout momentum, and there she goes, 981 continuing to pop. Diamond ETF still climbing here, looking good, guys. Nice reversal from the lows like we called this morning, and there goes Halliburton, 983 continuing a big breakout here on Halliburton. Let's take a look at Exxon Mobil. I think we got some opportunity from that pullback last week we saw. So nice candle here on Exxon Mobil. That's getting a confirmed bounce off that 20 SMA. If you wanted to do something like a short-term swing trade on Exxon Mobil, you could be looking. Let's bring up the option chain on Exxon Mobil. Let's see. Exxon Mobil, XOM. Guys, if you like this setup here, if you like what we're doing, please give this a thumbs up, share it on social media. Please help me out a bit. I'd really appreciate that, guys. ExxonMobil May 8th. I'd probably do the May 15th expo. Now remember too, OPEC. Remember the meeting coming up. That's big. So that could propel ExxonMobil and crude stocks much higher here. You know, especially with the economy opening back up, everything going on. I like that setup. ExxonMobil, if I was picking this up, I mean, look at how cheap the 44 strike call is for May 15th Expo. I think that's a really nice trade idea. You guys, I'll show you this. This is a trade idea. May 15th, ExxonMobil, 44 strike call at about $1.27 a contract net debit limit order. If you wanted to pick that up, you could pick that up there. That's looking really good there. I'm not going to get that personally, but that's a nice trade idea. I'm in quite a bit of trades right now. I'm going to be looking to close out some of my trades before entering more. You know, that discipline and trade management, portfolio management is extremely important for you guys. Take a look at Halliburton. Still having a big breakout there on Halliburton. Let's change this over to Hal. ExxonMobil, those looking great, especially if you look at it today, 1 minute chart, holding above that 10. Nice 10-20 cross here. Breakout momentum at the 943 candle, broke above that 10-20-50 SMA, 10-20 cross, consolidated until about 952, and then we had that nice big breakout, consolidated down to that 10, retraced down to that 10-day simple moving average, big breakout again, and then what happened? Consolidated down to that 10, big breakout again, consolidating down to that 10. As long as you're seeing new highs on this breakout momentum cycle here, take a look at ExxonMobil. You're seeing that breakout. Here's that resistance. It retraced down to that 10, and then in that next breakout momentum phase within the cycle, you're seeing a break above that resistance start to climb, and when it retraced down to that 10 again, you're seeing a break above that previous resistance on that breakout momentum climb in that phase there. So looking great. Same thing with Diamond ETF. I mean, this is textbook here. Look at this. Here's a big drop this morning. First candle above that yellow 10-day simple moving average. Then you got that MACD confirmation. Stocks trading between that 10-20 SMA. That's no trade zone. But you're watching that because in that no trade zone, when you're seeing here.
Navarro says China's handling of pandemic is much bigger issue than trade deal.
Well, you heard that, right? So I just hope we don't do anything crazy about that in the coming weeks to bring the market down even further. But take a look here on the Diamond ETF. Like I said, no trade zone. That's a sign that a reversal was coming. We had that MACD cross, and then what happened? We had that 10-20 cross. We broke out. We consolidated. You guys could see, here's a consolidation box. We could draw that if you want. Here's consolidation. Broke out above that consolidation box, climbed off that 10-day simple moving average, which was acting as support. Big climb. It broke down now to that 10, and here's the next green candle here. Let's see if that continues to break out and climb off that. You can see ExxonMobil is now retracing down to that 20. So you're seeing that something a little bit different than the previous breakout momentum phase where it's been holding that 10. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the market. We got the Facebook. Let's see what Facebook is doing here. Facebook 203.90 is still having a nice climb, still holding above that 10. Looking good there with the Facebook trade. What'd they say on Zoom about Zoom there?
Acquisition?
Huh?
Is that an acquisition?
I'm not sure what I heard there.
DKNG, DraftKings getting a pump here, up 2%.
Halliburton's climbing off that 10. I think if Zoom there was an acquisition there, you would have saw that big pop. Now look at the Diamond ETF now starting to climb off that 10. Now if you take a look at Halliburton, HAL, you can see that still holding that 10-day simple moving average, still continuing to climb there on Halliburton.
That's DKNG.
Nice climb there on Hal. If I was looking at a trade for the week, I'd look at Halliburton.
That was out earlier on DKNG.
Take a look at that climb off that 10. It's at the highs of the day, continuing to move higher.
Files for bankruptcy. Gold's Gym filing for bankruptcy.
Gold's Gym, wow. That's amazing. Could you imagine? Gold's Gym is a big gym, isn't it? Wow. That's big news. I wonder if the other ones are going to follow suit. LA Fitness. Look at Diamond. Guys, take a look at the Diamond ETF there. Exactly what we've been saying, climbing off that 10 the entire time here. The alert went on our trading app for the Facebook trade. Really nicely done there. 202.50, 205 vertical call spread, May 8th expo at a net debit, limit order $1.30 entry. Max gains of 92%.
NFLX, Netflix at the highs of the day now. November Foxtrot, Lima X-ray.
Halliburton still having a nice climb here. 985, 986.
White House's Navarro says U.S. power grid at risk because components come from overseas. Executive order will prevent failure.
When we get a chance, too, we could post that on the website of the Gold's Gym.
Gold's Gym? Okay. Do you have the official presser or no?
What's that?
Did they give you a little snippet of that?
I'll check. Now see how the Diamond ETF here, it's flattening out a little bit. You're seeing a flattening of the curve. I like using that relevant info. Flattening of the curve. We're seeing a flattening of the curve, though, on the Diamond ETF on the today 1 minute chart. So keep an eye on that. That might be a sign here of a reversal if we fail to break above that 235.63 area. So keep an eye on that. It's really important there. They're saying Visa is strong here. Let's take a look at Visa.
Visa, yeah, we love us some Visa.
Visa's getting a nice climb off that 10. That might be a really nice opportunity, especially as the economy's opening back up here. That's down about $1 for the day. Let's take a look at the Visa option chain.
They had earnings on Friday.
Gold's Gym filing for bankruptcy. The company did put out a press release, information about Gold's Gym Chapter 11 restructuring.
Oh, the restructuring. Look at Halliburton, $9.92 a share. She's looking to break that $10 again today. Halliburton's now up 1.5% for the day. $9.91, $9.92. Continuing to climb on Halliburton. Our Halliburton trades now in the green. Take a look at Carnival Cruise Line. Our Carnival Cruise Line trades now in the green for the day, as that was down about $800 before. That's getting a nice climb off that 20 SMA. I really think, based on the charts we're going over today, everything's popping off that 10 or 20 SMA. So I really think we're going to have a good week this week. And that's just my technical analysis looking at the markets with our trade plan.
Yeah.
So when we look at the markets with our trade plan and decipher, exactly, you got a good vision, and then you're deciphering the news. Well, the markets are opening them up, the economy's opening up, businesses are opening up, there's going to be more transactions. Companies like Visa is going to see a big spike in transactions. Everyone wants to get out of their house. Everyone's going to start to shop. Yesterday we actually went to this Thai place, right?
Yeah.
And they only had curbside pickup, right? Or at their window. They have this new window thing. And they said that they were opening today for the first time. They said they're booked this entire week because they could only do. Now, see, here's the other thing. They're opening at 25% capacity.
Yep.
When do you ever see any store or restaurant open at 100% capacity? There's never 100% capacity at any store. At any given time, it's like picking the median. You know, like when you got a group and you're picking the average there. You know, if you go to normal restaurants before this happened, what's normal capacity? They're probably operating at what, 50%?
Yeah.
So if they're operating at 50% and now they're saying, oh, we're going to open at 50% capacity, it's the same thing as it was before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just their terms that they're using.
The
Oh,
demands will be a little higher.
25 or 50% capacity. You know, but that's the same as it was before. But anyway.
And restaurants, they're usually busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now that people are off, they're gonna make the reservations for their favorite restaurants not on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
They'll make it Wednesday.
Yeah,
RACT,
definitely. I agree.
Company CEO says Q2 will be very weak.
Wow, look at Halliburton. Just broke $10 a share. Take a look at Hal. Carnival Cruise Line's looking great, breaking above that 20. Take a look at Halliburton here. This is why I love my job. You know, we were down a little bit on some of the trades, but now we're seeing that bounce. We're starting to see that climb, and we're back in business here. So I'm going to be adding to some of my trades as I start to see this climb here, which is looking fantastic. Carnival Cruise Lines is looking like a great one here, too. So Halliburton's getting that climb off that 10 and that 50 SMA. And take a look at CCL. CCL is getting a climb off that 20 SMA, which has been acting as support. 1250 is base support right here, right now in this breakout momentum phase within the cycle. And if we take a look at the today 1 minute chart, you can see Carnival Cruise Line's getting a big breakout. 1350 a share. Here is the SMAs converging. You see the 20, 10, 50 SMA right here at the 1001 candle come together. That up a little bit. Okay, so you saw that 10, 20, 50 SMA come together at the 1001 candle. The 1002 candle, you got the confirmed breakout momentum. She was trading at 1355 a share. At 1355, you had your entry with our trade plan. You know, you had the MACD cross, the moving averages converge, climb, and break above that 10, 20, 50. Breakout momentum, consolidation, retrace back down to that 10. And it's been using that 10 as support here as it continues to climb. Big breakout momentum. It retraced down to that 10. Look at that candle there. And now we're getting a confirmed bounce off that 10 SMA. Look for a green candle after this candle right here for a confirmed bounce off that 10 SMA. Now let's take a look at Facebook. See what that's doing since we entered. Facebook trade now at 204.33, continuing that breakout momentum. Nice cross there, still climbing off the lows of the day. The Dow's only down 150 points now. Yep, and guess what?
What's up?
NASDAQ is in the green by 44 points. NASDAQ's continuing to climb. We're seeing a nice breakout here in tech. I love Facebook. I really think this is going to be a big breakout this week for Facebook. If you wanted, I'd even consider getting some calls here. Based on what I said this morning, markets are going to be in the green by the end of the day. How did I know that, though? Really, when I came on live, I said, guys, we're down 350 points right now, but I really think we're going to be in the green by the end of the day.
Yep.
We're down only 100 points right now. How the hell did I know that? It's with the trade plan. You know, you got to watch that. We locked in our profits on our hedge at a great time. Near the lows of the day, we locked in our hedge, didn't we?
Yeah.
Near the lows of the day. It had that first candle above that 10. We said, you know what? Let's lock it out here. That was right when it was bottoming out there at the bottom for the day. We locked in our puts on the diamond as we had as a hedge, locked in that profit, and then we started buying some calls here as we see the market starting to break out.
Love that diamond hedge that we do. That was perfect.
That was a perfect hedge. It was. I should have made that a little bit larger, but you know what? You're never going to be perfect on anything. I'm just a perfectionist and look at that type of stuff, but we did a good job on that diamond hedge there. Now watch diamond here coming back down to that 1020 again. It had a big breakout. It closed out of the previous highs there from the previous breakout momentum phase. Now, guys, what did I say
W1
earlier? I
and
said watch
Randy
236
Resorts,
as our
$290
resistance. It
call.
got up to 236. Now we got to break above that 236. We break above that, I think we could easily head to 238 for the day. So keep an eye on that, guys.
We're reporting on May 6th after the close.
There's that climb on Facebook, climbing above that 20 SMA. Looking good there. There goes Facebook continuing to pop off that 20 SMA. Looking good there. Let's see. Nicholas Lovo Ruiz says TGI. Look at the Boeing option alert coming in. July 17th, 125 put sweeps coming in on Boeing. Look at that big red candle on the Diamond ETF right now. So take a look. Our support on the Diamond ETF is going to be about 235. If it breaks below 235, you're going to see continued breakdown here. So you can already see you got the end of breakout momentum now. It lasted from 950 all the way up to 1022. Now it's trading in NTZ. It might be BDM here. MACD's just crossed, so now you're looking for that confirmation candle. We could put here the 50 SMA here as well. There we go.
NTEC, Intech Pharma, low price stock getting a pop here.
I think I'm going to change that down below now and give you guys some trade ideas down below here.
BCRX, BioCris Pharmaceuticals, seeing some pull activity here now in BCRX. May $4 calls on BCRX. Bravo Charlie Romeo X-ray.
Okay, so I'm going to give a trade idea on Facebook here. Facebook Visa. I'm just going to post this on the bottom here of the scroller. May 15th, 205 at $5. And then I also want to give one on Visa for the May 15th Expo. Visa 175 at 4.62. let's see. That looks much better now on the scroller at the bottom, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. Like I said, was it too much information that it was?
Yeah, I think it was too much info.
Yeah.
Now, see how Diamond ETF, I was watching this before. Remember how I said 235 was support?
Mm-hmm.
What's it bouncing off of right now?
Let's see.
I mean, it's simple. You're watching that support. It also is bouncing off that red 50 SMA. I mean, I was telling you guys this before it even got there. You know, 235 support. It's bouncing off support. It's looking good. Only thing, you got that 10-20 cross. It's trading between the 50 and the 20 SMA right now. So you got to keep an eye. So now what I'm looking at is if Diamond breaks above 235.35, that's going to be the start of the next breakout momentum phase within the cycle.
House Republican Leader McCarthy, when asked about more money for state and local government, says money could be...
Now, if it gets up to that 10 and fails, that's BDM, and that's where I'd be looking for a day trade, either getting puts or making another hedge.
How important is
McCarthy
it?
says prefers having cities apply directly for grants for coronavirus relief.
How important is it to see what your support and resistance are?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know where your support and resistance levels are, yeah, that's 101 charting. If you don't know, if you're in a trade and you don't know where your support and resistance levels are, you're not a trader. You shouldn't be trading, or you should take some classes. That's one of the most important things when deciding your stop and your targets. You have to know your support, you have to know your resistance areas, and you have to know your trade plan. If you follow your trade plan, you know your stops, you know your resistance, you know your target, and you know where you're exiting or taking profits on a trade. And that's the beauty of a trade plan. You need to know that, and you have to be disciplined to follow it.
And I think some experienced traders do have.
Now see how it just got up to that 10 there on the Diamond ETF and now it's failing? Now watch, if it breaks below that 235 and below that red 50 SMA, that's going to be the start of BDM, and you're going to see it getting up to that 10 failing, up to that 10 failing. So it's really important because right now you saw that big drop. It just got up to that 10. It failed. Right now it's still in the NTZ because it's still above that 50 SMA. So you're watching that. It's trading between it for the past 5 candles here. So watch that, see what it does. If it breaks above that, let's say 235.26 area, you could look for a possible breakout momentum phase happening again. If it breaks below this red at, let's say, 234.90, if it breaks below that, you're looking at BDM. Right now it's in the no trade zone, so you're keeping an eye.
Facebook as well too.
Facebook, let's take a look at Facebook. Yep, Facebook's down to that 50. 203.74, starting to climb off that red 50. Keep an eye on it. Facebook, though, if you take a look at the daily chart. Now, see, here's the big thing. You keep looking at that minute chart. People are going to be looking at that minute chart and thinking, oh, my, Facebook's a swing trade. We're not in any day trades yet. So when we're looking at these 1 minute charts, we're just being nitpicky here and, scrutinizing the details here of the trade plan. But if you look at that daily chart here on Facebook, it's looking great. Green candle here, 200 as support, and it's looking good. Diamond ETF on a 1 minute today chart, I'm not worried about that. We're watching that to see what the general market's going to do. Diamond down, Dow's down 230 points again. So you take a look now at the 3-month daily. You can see here on the Diamond ETF, right now it's holding that 50 SMA. So you're watching that, keeping an eye on that, and seeing what we're doing here on the daily charts for the trades we're in.
Visa breaking resistance.
Visa breaking resistance. Let's take a look at Visa here. Wow, Visa's looking incredible. I just gave you guys a trade idea on Visa. It's down at the bottom on the scroller. If you guys take a look at the bottom, you can see trade ideas. I don't like how that's set up right there. I want them to make that yellow too, that text. Let me see if I could do that on my end. I want that to have a little bit of a pop there. Now take a look at Halliburton here as well. Visa looking good. Let's see it climb off that 20. Halliburton, HAL. I'm watching that on the other chart here. First candle below that 50 SMA, 1020 50 SMA. Seeing if it's going to hold that 970 support. Let's watch, see if it's going to climb there. Diamond ETF today, 1 minute chart. Keeping an eye on that as well there. Let me see CCL up above. And guys, if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the live chat there or on the YouTube chat here. JS Byers says he's in Facebook weeklies and long calls. Let's see.
CRN reporting that NVIDIA planning to buy Cumulus Networks.
Good morning,
and
B. Bob.
Software play. That's November Victor Delta Alpha.
Mike Francic says, does oil affect G? Absolutely. I mean, that's the byproduct of all their stuff there. Also, they make the engines, you know, so it's a big circle here. Oil affects just about everything. Jelpin said he shared the newsletter to Facebook like I asked. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you guys could also go to YouTube here and share this video to your Facebook, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed yet to our channel, please click the subscribe button and like the video for us, and you'll get notified of everything we upload and when we go live. It'll be an instant notification to you guys.
Text 22828.
So diamond now it's starting to climb 1050. Watch that. Eddie, I'm glad you like the scroll on the bottom. He's like, the scroll on the bottom is sick. Thank you.
Hotel. FDA says commercial manufacturers will now submit EUA requests on antibody tests within 10 business days from the
NVIDIA's got some call sweeps coming in for September 18th, 325 call sweeps. But you guys could see there's many more call sweeps coming in today than put sweeps. So that's another bullish thing for me for the rest of the week here. American Airlines, even the airlines got some call sweeps coming in now. Texas Instruments, they're looking at some call sweeps or some puts on that for the 120 for this week. Disney, May 15th, 90 strike puts coming in. I think Disney's going to be a nice buy once this is over here. Let's take a look at Disney. They're going to be opening soon. 101.75. There's it today, 1 minute. Take a look at the 3-month daily. SMAs are converging, so be looking at that here. What's Amazon doing today? Look at Amazon, nice climb off that 20 SMA as well. You see Amazon on a 3-month daily.
Oh, nice. Up 1% too.
That looks like that's gonna have a nice climb. I could see Amazon getting to 2,400 this week, easily.
Even if anybody wanted to day trade Amazon, I see around 950-ish. She broke resistance.
Yeah.
Based on the trade plan, just following the trade plan, you'll see the breakouts on resistance areas are starting to break out resistance. Now she's
We get a green candle on Amazon tomorrow. I'm jumping in. I'm going to do an in the money vertical call spread. I'll probably last week, if you remember the earnings trade.
Yep.
I think I got 10. What was the trade? $2,500.
It was $2,500.
Something
Call
like that.
spread.
Yeah, I did a call spread though, but that was a complete loss. I took. That was an earnings trade. It retraced a bit there. Now I'll probably put in another $5,000 or maybe $3,000. You know, and look for something like an ATM.
Yep.
ATM at the money
We did
vertical
the
spread.
We did the spread on Thursday night.
Yeah,
We
and the
also-
Friday it was
and we
worthless
put-
after that drop, and that was a
We did
high
the day
risk
trade.
earnings trade. You
We
know,
did the day trade.
not more than you're willing to lose there.
Jeff Bezos is going to testify in Congress.
Yeah,
No date set.
I
yet.
don't think anything's gonna happen with that though. I think that's just a, excuse my French here, but horse shit. You know,
Yeah.
I mean they didn't even they weren't even delivering non-essentials. You
Yeah.
know, his business practices. You know, he did what he could. I'm not worried about Amazon as far as that's concerned, but we'll see what happens with that. But if we do get that climb tomorrow on Amazon, I'm definitely jumping in on in the money vertical spread for that. Guys, share this on social media and Facebook groups. I'd really appreciate that. Let's see. Colaveri says, I have just received an email saying trade closed with Facebook position. Wondering, was that a mistake?
Trade close.
Watching Halliburton over here on the other chart, guys. Take a look at Halliburton. Amazon here still climbing off that 50, breaking higher. Take a look at Halliburton, HAL. Colaveras, I'm having someone look into that. I'm sorry, but some of the people that work for me are just incompetent. So he's looking into that now, and he's going to get that fixed. Hate when people can't do their job properly.
Correction, not E. I don't know if it's my PC.
Halliburton still climbing off that 10. B-Bob said he's doing a diamond day trade. Let's look at today 1 minute. There's that 1020 cross on diamond ETF. Looking good. Should continue to see the climb today. Look at that nice climb there. Halliburton Diamond ETF today, 1 minute chart. No, there's no mistakes here. I'm telling you. I don't like mistakes in my business.
It's showing open.
Cola varies. It's showing open on our end. I'm not sure.
Right,
He got an email. Take a look at the email.
On
You got it.
coming in. Romeo India Oscar Tango.
Yeah, what does it show on yours? I'm showing on the website still open.
No, it's.
No.
Halliburton, that 1020 cross is coming up. MACD just crossed. We're getting that bounce off that 50 SMA. Take a look at Halliburton. Diamond ETF's coming down to that 10, starting to climb. Curtis says, I'm in Visa. Daily looks immaculate. Take a look at Visa. Visa looks real. Look at that. Still big break out there from 172 all the way up to 176. $4 climb from the lows here. Visa looks great. I'm going to jump into a Visa trade, guys.
The trade idea?
This is an official trade. I'm going to jump into one for a little bit longer term expo on Visa as the economy and everything starts to open up again. So Visa, let's see September 18th what that's going for. That's really expensive there for that. June 19th, 180, 175, 10, 80, 95. I think that could easily get up to 195. So I'm going to pick up the, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to pick up the 180 strike call on Visa for the June 19th, 180. I'll pick it up at 6.90. I'll pick up 5 contracts. And let's see order status. That's live right here. And let's see, let's change that around 690. That should be able to fill easily. I could put it up to 695 though. There we go. That just filled. We just got filled at 6.95. Our target on Visa. So that's for the June 19th Expo. We just got into May, so we got a month and a half till Expo on that. Over a month and a half. I'm gonna have a target of 200 bucks. Let's say 190 to 200 target. Our stop is gonna be tight. 170 stop, or let's say 169 stop. And we are in that. I gave that Visa trade first on the scroller at the bottom there. So whoever got into that early, nice job on that one. Just got into that trade. That trade's doing well. Let's see. Halliburton still climbing, holding that 50. Let's see what Facebook's doing now. Facebook 203.66. Today 1 minute, holding that 20. Let's see Amazon and Google. I want to take a look at those as well. Consolidating. We need to see Amazon break above that 23.20 for that next climb on Amazon. Let's see Google. Google not doing too much on it today. 1 minute down 10 bucks, 0.79%. Take a look at 3-month daily. That one's retracing back down to that 10. I could possibly see a nice climb coming for Google this week as well. Halliburton still holding above that 50. Take a look. Here's the today 1 minute. Here's that 1020 cross. MACD's cross holding above that 50 SMA on a today 1 minute chart. Gio Felice says he got into Visa, closed it out for a 24% gain. Gio, did you jump into Visa when we announced it earlier, or when did you jump into that Visa? USO did change it on my end here. It's got a bid of 9 cents, ask of 13 cents. Let me look in my option chain here, see if I see anything good worth taking a look at. Facebook and Amazon, in my opinion, are going to be the big runners this week. Oh, Microsoft's doing really great too. Let's take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft up 1.33% today, $2.35. Look at that climb off that 10 there on Microsoft. I think we could see Microsoft easily hit 190. I'm going to put a trade idea down there on Microsoft as well. But with Microsoft, I think I'm going to go out a little bit further here. Maybe the June Expo instead of the May 15th. Microsoft, the 175, let's say the 180 strike calls, they're expensive. 187. Microsoft, I would do a spread. I'm going to give you guys that idea down at the bottom there. And if we do a spread on Microsoft, I think we could do the May 15th Expo. We could do the 170, 250, 175. Let's see what that's going for. 170, 250, 175, $1.60. Let's take a look at the 175, 177.50. That's going for about $1.35, $1.40. I'll put that down there for you guys. That's a nice setup there. I like. No, Mike, only if we're short. If we were short a contract, then it would affect us. That's not going to bother us. Look at Diamond there getting a nice pop off that 10, 20, 50 SMA, starting to break above that. Watch for that confirmation candle. Wow, almost 11 a.m. already. That was a quick one. Quick day. Let's see, Curtis said he did May 15th. Nice. Our Visa trade's already up 2% for the June 19th expo. Let's see what Visa's doing here. Visa's still having a nice climb. Look at that breakout on Visa coming. 176.16. 176.25. Nice climb there on Visa. Diamond ETFs and NTZ. Dow is now down 220 points, well off the lows of the day.
BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBY getting some call activity here. The May $6 call sweep in BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond.
Halliburton's climbing off that 20 SMA now. Visa's just starting to break off that 1020 again. Let's see Visa break the highs of the day here at around 176.58 and start that run again. There goes Diamond, nice green candle. Let's see a break above that 10, 20, and 50 SMA.
Gio Felice says he entered that Visa trade when we entered it earlier before, and he
Quickly closed it out for a 24% gain. That was a nice job there, Gio Felice.
That's our pilot.
Oh, he's a pilot? Nice. Carlos says, what do you think about American Express? Let's take a look at AXP. 3-month daily, not doing too much. This should start to climb here this week as well. Looking good. I'd be a buyer of AXP, and definitely a long-term buyer of AXP. This is a nice one to buy and hold long-term here. As you can see, look at this breakdown, right? You have breakdown momentum, holding below that 10 SMA, and then it got down to a little below 70 bucks a share. It got down to about $66, $67 a share, right? That was the low in this BDM. It broke out, got up to that 20, it failed. But when it made this new low, you could see it didn't take out that previous low. So this is a higher low here, higher low than that previous low in that BDM cycle. and then it broke out again. When it broke out, we got a candle with body above the previous highs or resistance of that previous move. We broke through that, and then when we retraced, we retraced back down to 80 support, which is much higher than that second low here. So much higher than that low and that low. So still continuing to climb. It's trading between the SMAs. That's no trade zone. And then when it broke out again here, it broke above the previous 3 highs there in that breakout momentum in NTZ cycles and phases. Now it got up to that 50. It failed. It came back down. This could be the new low here. So if this is the new low and it starts to climb, you could see each time it made higher lows here after that BDM cycle was finished. So keep an eye on that. Diamond's breaking down now. Look at 234.75 as support now on the diamond today, 1 minute. Skyjack says PayPal's been on the move. Carlos Oliveria says Square earnings on Wednesday. Let's take a look at Square and PayPal, and then it's after 11. We'll be in the trade room then, and we'll be live again at 2 p.m. for the professional trader members. So you can see Square getting a bounce off that 860 support here, off that 20 SMA, looking good. I like Square. I think Square is a nice opportunity. Put that on your watch list, and let's take a look at Square tomorrow or in this afternoon here, afternoon trading session. So Square, let's take a look at PayPal quick, PYPL. PayPal's looking incredible here on a 3-month daily chart. It's up $2, 122.56, 122.62. Still having a big breakout. Let's see today, 1 minute chart. Nice climb there. It's coming to new highs. There we go. It just broke new highs of the day on PayPal. I could see this easily getting a 125. It's at 122.68 right now. If you're looking for a short-term swing, like an overnight swing trade, look into PayPal. You could get some PayPal. You could look at the one. Let's see the option chain quick, and then I'll give you guys this last trade idea, and we'll get off. I'm not jumping into this yet. If I see a green candle tomorrow, then I'll probably jump in. PYPL. So if you're looking at PayPal, I'd be looking at the May 15th expo. That's a shorter term trade because we're in breakout momentum cycle here, and it looks like we're going to be having another nice breakout here after consolidation. So I'd be looking at the 123 strike. That's going for about $4.18. I'd either do something like that, or I'd do a vertical spread. Buy to open, sell to open. You can look at the calls for the May 15th expo. We can even do the May 8th expo, to be honest with you. I think that's going to be fine. You can look at the 202 or 122, 123 vertical spread. That's going for 55 cents to be worth $1. So divide that by 0.55. That's a max net return of 82%. You can't beat that. That's not bad. And that's if you got at 55. It's currently below that 52 cents. So if you got filled at 52, divide that by 0.52, you're looking at a max net gain there of 92.31% as long as PayPal's above 123 a share. Max loss below 122. So it's now at 50 cents. You could get that for 50 cents, be worth $1. 100% max net gain on PayPal if you wanted to pick up the 122, 123 vertical spread for this week's expo. So that's not a bad trade idea right there on PayPal. So keep an eye on that. Let's see. Andre says, can you look at Adobe? Let's take a look at Adobe quick. ADBE. I use Adobe for everything here. I'm a big fan of Adobe. Up $4.72, 1.37% for the day. 3-month daily, it's holding that 10. Honestly, on Adobe, I'd be looking for a break above 350. If it broke above 350 by the end of the day today, I'd be looking to jump in Adobe, and I'd be looking at 380 as the next resistance area. So keep that in mind, guys, and we'll get off now, and we'll have our next trading session at 2 p.m., guys. Alrighty. Guys, if you liked the video, please give this a thumbs up and like for us, okay? And if you guys want to come join us, go to breakingchartalerts.com. Go to join now here, and you guys could join us. If you want to join the Professional Trader 12-month course right here, you could use, what promo code do we have going on now? Is there anyone yet?
Reopen will be.
Reopen. Okay, so that'll be the next one. I think, is Stimulus still working right now or no? No, it's not working. Okay, so Reopen's going to be the next one. Tell him Reopen. Let's get that going live because I just announced that. So new promo code is going to be Reopen, and that's going to be for for 25% off. So you guys could go on that. Now, he just did this live chat thing. You heard that pop, that click that just came?
Mm-hmm.
He just did that now. He just went on there. So, should have been on there. But promo code reopen, professional trader, 12-month, $2,000 a year. That'll bring it down to, let's see, 2,000, multiply that by 0.75. That'll bring it down to, what? $1,500 a year there. So $1,500 a year for the pro trader instead of $2,000. Promo code reopen. If you guys need tech support, you guys could click here on live support. If you guys need me or a friend, you click on the Facebook and message us there. So tech support, you click on live support. Tech team will help you. And if you need me or a friend, you click on Facebook logo and message us there. So guys, come join us. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the trade room and in the afternoon pro trader session. Alrighty, guys, great day today. Let me know what you think of the new setup here, and let's get some classes in this week. I want to start doing classes this week, guys. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday we could have a general class here. Just let me know in the trade room what type of class you guys would like to have. Alrighty, guys, take care. God bless, and I hope you guys have a really great day. Let's have a good week here, guys. Alrighty. Have the new slides ready. We just got these finished here, so we're going to be putting this together today for our classes, and we should have that finished by midweek this week, and we'll get started with our classes. Florida's reopened, so we are open here at our Trading Academy for classes. If you guys are interested, just message us, let us know, and we'll get you on the schedule. Alrighty, guys, take care. God bless. Have a great day. We'll see you at 2 p.m. for our Pro Trader live session there. E, you got anything to say?
I'll be in the trade room for the lunchtime, and hopefully we get some good.
Great. Yeah, if you guys need anything, let us know in the trade room. Message us on Facebook. And if you have tech support, like I said, go to breakingchartalerts.com, click on support there, and our team will be glad to help you out. Alrighty, guys, take care. Great morning here, and let's watch the market continue to rebound here. Alrighty, guys, bye-bye, and I'll see you at 2. See you guys.
See ya.